What is it like being a sponsored Rise of Kingdoms YouTuber? Today we're going to dive into what a normal day looks like as a YouTuber and how I actually became a YouTuber in the first place. If you guys are new here, this is Gainz Gaming. I've been playing Rise of Kingdoms for over 1,500 days now, which is honestly insane. I just posted a video about my account update comparing my 1,000 days into playing the game to my 1,500 days playing the game. So if you've not seen that video already, I would highly encourage you to check that out to see what it is actually like playing the game for this long. Now, when it comes to creating content and playing the game, those are two very, very different things. Because for most players, all they're really caring about is what kind of marches they have, what kind of equipment they have, what kind of armaments they have, and listening to their leaders and, being in voice and, talking to people and being like, okay, yeah, let's go over this way and attack this murder ball, right? We're just listening to the markers. That's your average player. Now, when you look at YouTubers who are streaming fighting or making content in between fights, that is one thing people really take for granted. And I feel like we have now had a ton of new YouTubers kind of pop up in the Rise of Kingdoms atmosphere that I think is phenomenal. We also have seen the fall off of many different content creators as well. There have been many videos recently of different content creators making videos on other content creators that have fallen off and literally just stopped making content on Rise of Kingdoms. Now, this is one thing that I feel like a lot of people experience, not only in content creation, but just in life in general. Burnout is a very real thing. And when people have been playing the game for 2,000 days or however long people have been playing, that can lead to burnout. And people just get tired of the same mundane things happening over and over and over. And same thing with content. They just get tired of making the same kind of videos, which I can relate to. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, well, what can I make videos on now? Because I feel like this is saturated. I feel like this is saturated. I don't really know what to make on this kind of content. What else can I brainstorm? It is exhausting. But I also want to talk about the great benefits of being a YouTuber. Now, there are obviously a lot of benefits when it comes to creating content. Obviously, being well known in the community. Now, I am by no means a mega fighter or a mega whale whatsoever. I am very low on the totem pole in that kind of category. However, I have amassed almost 14,000 subscribers on YouTube now in just over 2 years, which is honestly insane to me. I'm very grateful for all of you guys that have supported me throughout these last 2 years of creating content. But as you amass more and more of an audience, people obviously expect a lot from you, not only with quality of videos or live streams, but also just being a very good fighter and understanding the game. So when it comes to creating content for YouTube or just in general, you have to know the mechanics of the game very well because people are looking to you for advice. So if I made a video and I was like, you know what guys, you need to start investing all into leadership commanders. These are the best commanders in the game. You have Frederick, who is one of the best commanders. You have Theodora, who is one of the best ralliers in the game. And you also have Hannibal Barca, who is the best commander in the game by far, followed just shortly after Lu Bu. If I made a video like that, I have absolutely zero credibility because everything I just said was complete bullcrap, right? Everyone knows that all those commanders suck in pretty much every capacity of the game, right? So when we are looking at knowing the game and understanding the game, you have to have a good understanding of the mechanics of the game to then speak on it. You can't just start spewing things that aren't true because people are going to call you out for it, or you're going to lead people astray, and that is going to lose your credibility, and you're also going to hurt your chances of becoming a sponsored content creator in the future. Now, one thing that is really cool is that Lilith has been trying to recruit more and more content creators into the content creator program. We do have a Discord group where we are able to chat with the developers, chat with one another, and just kind of share ideas and concerns with the game. This is how we've been able to request different aspects of the game as well, like the new update to dot mode. That was something that we've been talking about for probably about 6 months now in our content creator Discord, as well as fixing the equipment system. Because for example, with the equipment system, I made a video about how we are unable to transfer equipment from one commander to another without losing our equipment and having to go back and add everything once again. This has been a huge pain for rally leaders, for garrisons, even field players, and they did fix that issue after I made that video. Obviously, I'm not saying that was entirely because of me. However, being able to bring the issues forward from my community and from the Rise of Kingdoms community in general to then make a video on it and request that change and then having that change implemented, that has been phenomenal. And I think that is a great section of the content creator program that has been benefiting everybody in some capacity. Now, obviously, with being a content creator, there are other perks such as monetary compensation. Now, when you are a sponsored content creator, once you get to an associate level in their content creator program, which is basically when you hit a certain threshold of views, of video uploads, of engagement, all these things go into building reputation with the brand to then be compensated for the videos you are putting out. Now, I'm not able to go into the details of how much I get paid due to my NDA. However, getting anything is honestly great because when I started making this channel, I was doing it for fun. I wasn't really doing it for money. Obviously, like eventually I was like, yeah, I would love to make money. But as people know, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to start making money. And you also need to have 4,000 watch hours to also start making money. So I wasn't making money for the first couple of months I was making YouTube videos. Even though I had some videos that had 10,000 plus views on it, I was not getting paid a penny for those because I didn't have the qualifications to get paid. Now, I also wasn't a sponsored content creator until this last summer around August. So I am coming on nearly a year of being a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms, which has been honestly phenomenal. So what pieces of advice would I give somebody that wants to look into being a content creator, but doesn't really know where to start? Now, you definitely do not need to have any fancy equipment, a special microphone, a special PC. You don't really need to have any of that. When I first started making videos on Rise of Kingdoms, I started, as you can see, about 2 years ago. And I mean, you can probably see from just the thumbnails, I have definitely improved my thumbnails quite a bit. However, if you look at some of these views, like some of these views are 13,000, 3,000, 3,700. These are when I first started making content for Rise of Kingdoms. You can see 6,500 here. But then again, a lot of them are also very, very low. Like some of these, 350 views on my first video ever. Now, every single video that you see on the screen here, I recorded on my iPad. I recorded with a screen recording option on my iPad and my iPad microphone. So none of this was with the PC. None of this was with any fancy equipment whatsoever. This is literally all from my iPad. And then I went into iMovie, a free app, and I edited on iMovie. So everything here that I first started making content with was on my iPad with no microphone, no fancy equipment whatsoever. And I was able to build over 1,000 subscribers with just my iPad and basically just talking into my iPad on screen record. Now, this made it very difficult to be able to record without any issues because when I have my new setup right now, I'm able to edit my videos very, very easily. However, when I was using my iPad, I had to do it basically all in one take, which was extremely difficult and honestly way more difficult than what I do right now, which is why a lot of these videos are much shorter than my average videos, like 6 minutes long, as opposed to my 10 to 15 minutes long, because it was just so much harder to do it all in one take. So when you are starting your content, obviously, like I said, you do not need anything fancy. You don't need to do anything really spectacular. You just need to start putting content out. I have published 450 videos. This includes shorts as well, which I think is a great way to also build up your channel and build up subscribers, because a lot of my subscribers have come from my shorts, because I have about 6 million total views on my channel and about 4.5 million of those come from shorts, which is kind of crazy. So the more shorts you can put out, the better as well. That's what I always tell people to get started is like, start posting shorts, start posting videos, try to post like 2 to 3 times a week at the minimum. I would say if you're doing less than that, it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to be able to build up your channel and continue growing at a good rate. So I would say my number one advice is just to start. If you are just thinking about it, just start putting videos out there. You don't need to have anything fancy. You don't need to have like a new name. Just start putting videos out and see how they do. If people enjoy watching you, they are going to watch, they're going to subscribe, they're going to share it with their friends because they'll be like, oh, you should check out this YouTuber. I just found him. He's a brand new YouTuber. So just start posting videos if that's what you want to do. I think that like if I was honestly extremely hesitant to start posting content because I thought it was embarrassing. And like at this point, when, 13,000 subscribers later, I'm like, okay, well, I'm so glad I started because like this has been a great opportunity for me to make some extra money, to interact with my audience. Like I'm sure I'd still be playing the game, but I definitely wouldn't be playing as intense as I am right now. I'd probably be in a C or a D seed kingdom, kind of just hanging out. Like this makes me want to be in the top KVKs to cover the best content. So I think that in all, being a YouTuber has been an absolute blessing for me. And like, I am so grateful for my community, because my community honestly keeps me doing it, because I just love the interactions I get in my live streams, in my videos. Like, it's just honestly crazy to see how many people support my channel, because it is like, it means the world to me, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. It means so much that you guys support my channel and my hobby, because I'm hoping I can make this into more of a career eventually. As of right now, not in the cards, but I hope eventually, if I do get promoted to a partner with Rise of Kingdoms, which could be done in the future, that would probably help me become a full-time content creator for Rise of Kingdoms, which would be an absolute blessing. But thank you guys for checking the video. If you have any questions or comments about becoming a YouTuber, feel free to comment them below, or even send me a DM in-game or on Discord if you need more information. If you want kind of a brief overview of what my setup looks like too, I could make a video on that. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult for me because I have to use my phone, but I definitely can do that and go into more of my channel and, you know, my analytics on stuff. I can definitely do that as well. But let me know what you guys think down below if you want more of that information, or if you have any questions, drop them down below or send them to me in Discord or in game. But thank you guys for checking out the video. Thank you again for all the support you've given me throughout these last 2 years. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a great rest of your day.